Today, 12 jurors began deliberations in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial in a Kenosha, Wisconsin courtroom after hearing final arguments on Monday. If found guilty and convicted of first-degree intentional homicide, Rittenhouse could face a mandatory life sentence. Protesters on both sides of the issue have already gathered outside the courthouse as jurors deliberate his fate. Here with me to react is the host of I'm Right with Jesse Kelly here on The First, Mr. Jesse Kelly himself. Jesse Kelly, what's up, man?
Buck, I think whether it's this week, next week, whatever, I think we should start some sort of a commission. Maybe you and I should go in on it to build a statue of Kyle Rittenhouse. That's what I think about this whole thing.
I'm amazed at how many people are finding out for the first time just in the last few days. And I mean journalists, I just mean people across the board, that Kyle Rittenhouse never should have even been charged, that this kid didn't do anything wrong, that he was attacked by left-wing lunatics. The media tried to destroy him. That's all come across, I think, pretty clearly in court, Jesse. Here is the Kenosha Assistant District Attorney Kraus saying that, Kyle should have just faced down the armed mob assaulting him with his fists.
Clearly, if there is provocation, he's guilty. But even outside of provocation, why do you get to immediately just start shooting? As Mr. Binger said, he brought a gun to a fist fight. And he was too cowardly to use his own fist to fight his way out. He has to start shooting.
I mean, I guess the guy's supposed to, swing a lasagna tray? Is that what Kraus wants here? Like, how is he supposed to attack people that are attacking him without using the weapon that he's got in his hand? Seems kind of crazy.
Well, no, I actually really appreciated that take from prosecutor Butterball. I'm sure he has a lot of experience in the fisticuffs arena. I'm sure he's out there doing some MMA practice as we speak right now. But this whole thing's stupid. It's beyond stupid. It's criminal. And I don't mean Kyle Rittenhouse. We had an angry mob of street animals terrorizing America last year at will. All these DAs, all these mayors standing them down so these people could kill people, which they did, torch businesses, ruin lives, which they did. And it takes a 17-year-old man with a weapon who steps up and says, enough is enough. He goes out there, doesn't go after anybody. They come after him. He defends himself and doesn't hurt a single innocent person. I actually wasn't trying to be over the top at the beginning, Buck. That is heroic. The kid should get a medal and a statue somewhere. What he did was good. And we got two pieces of crap that are now in the ground forever. And I don't cry for them either. This was how America is supposed to work. A private citizen with a firearm, defending private property in a lawful way, defending himself. What's the problem?
Apparently, Jesse, he was just supposed to get his ass kicked. I mean, that's what the district attorney actually said in a court trying to convince a jury to send Kyle Rittenhouse to prison for the rest of his life. Here is that DA Kraus again.
Everybody takes a beating sometimes, right? Sometimes you get in a scuffle and maybe you do get hurt a little bit. That doesn't mean you get to start plugging people with your full metal jacket AR-15 rounds, and no, bullets are not bullets. And we heard testimony about that.
He's actually making the case that Rittenhouse's legal and ethical obligation here was to get jumped, assaulted, maybe beaten to a coma, maybe beaten to death. That's what's supposed to happen here. These are people, this is a prosecutor, Jesse. This is somebody who has the power to bring charges and ruin people's lives in the state of Wisconsin. I think it's good for folks to see how messed up the system really is.
Well, Bucket, you just nailed on something that you and I have had so many conversations in public and private about, is that this radical, you take some Antifa street communist piece of trash. This guy feels as if he is completely in the right to burn, loot, and destroy everything. He feels like he's morally right, and if you try to stop him, he's wrong. Well, okay, you and I could probably just excuse that. It's a street piece of trash. But that way of thinking, it goes all the way up to the Oval Office. It's people on cable news. It's prosecutors, as you just pointed out. There are people in mega powerful positions in this country who believe if you're a communist, you should be allowed to just run roughshod anywhere you want, and any attempt to stop them is a crime. That's frightening. It's one thing if it's a piece of crap like Rosenbaum. A prosecutor? I mean, keep in mind, This could end the kid's life. We're that close. It's nuts where we are.